Alright, boys and girls, today we're on lesson 6.3, page 313, and it's number of equal groups. As always, remember to show your work, do your best, and let's get started. Number of equal groups. Here we go. Reading right here, follow along with me. It says, you have learned how to divide to find the number in each group. Now you will learn how to divide to find the number of equal groups. It's slightly different. Let's look at unlock the problem. It says Juan. That name right there is Juan. Juan has 12 shells and some boxes. He wants to put each group of 3 shells in a box. How many boxes does he need for his shells? Let's look at this blue box first. It says underline what you need to find. So that is our question, right? So let's underline that. Make sure you do that in your workbook. And then the other part says, how many shells does Juan want to put in each box? And that was right here. He wants to put 3 shells in each box. There we go. So we're going to make equal groups. We have our 12 counters. We're going to circle a group of 3 counters because that's 3 shells in a box. And we'll continue circling groups of 3 until all 12 counters are in groups. Okay? So they did the first one for us. I'm going to change color here. There's 1 box of shells. And I'm going to slide over to get all of them. There's another box of shells. And another. And another. So then we just have to count up the number of groups of counters, which is 4. Slide back over there and take a look at that again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups that I circled, right? So I've circled 4 groups of counters, so that means Juan needs 4 boxes of shells. Okay? So instead of putting them in groups, or 3 groups, like we did in the previous lesson, that would have been in 3 groups. We made them groups of 3. With 4 groups instead. Okay. Alright, let's look at our next page. There it is. Try this, and like always, if you're feeling comfortable, you can pause the video, do the work on your own, and then when you're done with the work, resume the video. That's important to check the work and make sure you're accurate. Okay? Here we go. Let's follow along as I read this little section right here. It says, Sarah has 15 shells. I'm going to circle that, remember? She wants to put each group of 5 shells in a box. So 5 shells in each box. How many boxes does she need for her shells? So step 1, draw out the 15 counters because we have 15 shells. So I'll do that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I put them in groups of 5 because I think, or rows of 5, because I think using 5s is easy to count by if I need to. Okay, so I did step 1. Step 2 says make a group of 5 counters by drawing a circle around them. Continue circling groups of 5 until all 15 counters are in groups. So making groups of 5. Right? So there's a group of 5. Well, how about that? It worked out really well. Here's another group of 5. And here's another group of 5. And I made groups of 5 because it told us right here a group of 5 counters. Okay? So now we get down here at the bottom. We're going to count how many groups of 5 counters we have. There's 1 group, 2 groups, and 3 groups. So I have 3 groups of 5 counters. That means Sarah needs 3 boxes for her shells. Here's a challenge question. What if Sarah puts her 15 shells in groups of 3? How many boxes does she need? So again, we need to draw the picture. Remember she had 15 shells, so I'm going to draw out 15 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Boys and girls, notice I drew out the word, right? I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this a long time. I still drew out and showed my work. I expect you to do the same thing. Don't just write an answer, please. Okay? Draw the pictures, show your work. It helps me understand if you know how to solve the problems properly or not. Okay, I drew out my 15 shells. And if you remember, groups of 3. That's what I'm looking for here, right? Groups of 3. So, groups of 3, well, I'm going to do it this way instead. There's a group of 3. Here's a group of 3. Okay, so I count up my groups. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. So she needs 5 boxes. Okay. Here, let me show you what we just did. Up in this problem up here, we had 15 divided by 5. We had groups of 5. We ended up with 3 groups. Down here, we had 15 divided into groups of 3. We ended up with 5 groups. Notice we have the same numbers in each, right? We have a 15, we have a 5 in each, and we have a 3 in each, right? So that's a fact family. It's a division fact family. 15 divided by 5 equals 3, or 15 divided by 3 equals 5. All right, boys and girls, when you move on to share and show, make sure you bring it up so we can check it. After that, you're on your own for your independent work. So work hard, show your work, label if you need to, and as always, this is Mr. Pete, and I am out.